Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for this week's reading vlog we are doing another bookshelf scavenger hunt, and yeah, I've done this a few times on my channel before. Basically I copied this from Ellen Catherine, and I think she got it from a different YouTuber called Riley Marie. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I really enjoy doing this because it gives me one book to focus on for the video, and also it's just a fun way to pick out a new read. So I have my list of 10 prompts. The way this works is you read each prompt and it gives you a book, and then when you get to the last prompt and the final book you pick is the book you read. So let's get on into it. So the first prompt is choose a book cover that you love and then find a book with a similar cover. So let's try and find a book that I love, book cover I love, and then one with a similar cover. Okay, so a book cover that I love is the cover For Whom the Bell Tolls by J.C. Lynn. I love the colours on it, I love the style of it, and just the this writing and like the picture and everything. So a book that has a similar-ish cover is A City of Flames by Rena Vasquez, and this has the similar vibes of like the fire and like the metal and everything like that, so similar kind of covers. So let's move on to prompt number 2. Okay, prompt number 2 is turn to page 50 of your book and find one word on that page, in the title of the next book. So go to page 50. Hopefully I don't spoil anything for myself because I've not read this book yet. Although Freya didn't question why I joined now, I do wonder if I'll be capable of facing the trial alongside others. No matter how hard I believe in myself, I have to be realistic. Okay, let's see if I can find a book with one of those words in the title. Okay, I couldn't find anything from those first couple of sentences, so I went on to the next sentence, which says, we continued walking as Freya forgets the topic of trials and begins to explain her love of trying out new hobbies. So I went with the word love, and I've gone with This Spells Love by Kate Robb. Okay, list some of the tropes in the book and then find a book with similar tropes. Okay, so this is a magical realism, best friends to lovers, and it's got like I guess it's like magical realism, best friends to lovers, so I need to find a book with magical realism and best friends to lovers. That's gonna be so easy. Okay, it's not best friends to lovers, but it's kind of like semi-friends to lovers, so I've gone with The Love of My Afterlife by Kirsty Greenwood. So let's go on to prompt 4, I think. Yeah, find a book with opposite tropes from your current book. Okay, so this is a magical realism romance. That's a French to lovers, so maybe like a fantasy with enemies to lovers? Powerless by Lauren Roberts. It's a fantasy with enemies to lovers. Reverse the page number of the book and find a book with a similar number of pages. Okay, so this is .502 pages, so I need to try and find one that's 205 pages, or at least close in the number. So I don't really have that many short books. Okay, I think the closest I'm going to get with the books I own is Nick and Charlie by Alice Oseman, which is like 190 pages, because all my other books are like way over like 250 pages, so this is the one I'm going to go with. Okay, find a book with a similar colour scheme on the cover. This book is basically a rainbow, so I just need to find another bright, colourful book that's basically a rainbow. Okay, I went with Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This is kind of similar vibes, got 2 people on the cover, rainbowish cover. Okay, find a book published in the same year. Okay, when was this published? 2024, so I need to find a book that came out last year. Okay, I've gone with Live Ranch Love by Emma Lucy. I absolutely love this book. I read it a couple of months ago and it's great. find a book with the same amount of words in the title. So this is a 3-word title, so I need to find another 3-word title. I think I'm going to go with Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. Okay, so my book with the 3-word title is Say You Swear. So the very last prompt, which will lead us to our book for this video, is find a book that title starts with the first letter of the author's name. So I need to find a book that starts with an M or a B. It's the first letter of her first name and her last name. Okay, I think the one I'm going to go with is Body Check by Al Kennedy. I've had this for a while and it looks pretty good, and I love Al Kennedy's writing, so hopefully it should be a very easy read. So this is the book we are going to be reading for this video, and it's a very short one as well, so hopefully it shouldn't take me too long to read. Okay, so I made a start on Body Check yesterday. I'm like just under 50% of the way through and I have no opinions. Like, stuff is happening and stuff has happened, but I just have no opinions on anything at all. Like, so basically this book follows Hayden, who is the daughter of the coach of the Warriors hockey team, and Brody is a hockey player on that team. Well, actually no, I think Hayden's dad owns the hockey team, and basically they meet one night when Hayden is out with a friend and she's just looking for a one-night stand. She meets up with Brody. She meets Brody in a bar. They go out to her hotel where she's staying. They hook up, and she has no idea who he is and that he's on the team that her dad owns, and he has no idea that that's the owner's daughter. And basically they meet up. Like, they meet in this bar, they hook up, and then she's like, I don't want anything more, I just wanted a one night stand, blah blah blah. And like, then they've had a couple of other interactions. I'm like, I think I'm 129 pages in, and I feel I'm just kind of bored. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't help the fact that this book is in third person, and I don't normally care about like first or third person. It just feels a bit odd with this book. I don't know why. It just feels like it feels very out of place. So I'm just kind of, I'm here, I'm reading it, but I'm not loving it as I have done with many other Al Kennedy books. It's not even, it's feeling like a 2 to 3 star. Honestly, I'm just kind of bored. Like I said, I'm 129 pages in. I'm almost halfway through the book, and I feel like nothing's happened. And there was literally spice within the first couple of chapters, and there's been spice again, and I'm just, yeah. I'm not having the best time with this book. I'm gonna finish it, but the other Al Kennedy work I've read has been better, because I've read a lot of Al Kennedy books at this point. Her Off Campus and Briar U series and the Campus Diaries I absolutely love. I'm just not enjoying Body Check that much. So yeah, that is my update for now, but I will update you guys more later when I'm further into the book or when I'm done. Okay, so I finished reading Body Check by Al Kennedy yesterday, and I'm sad to say this book was like a 2.5 star for me, which I hate, because I love Al Kennedy as an author. I love her writing, I love her books, if you couldn't tell by my shelves. The Off Campus series and the Briar U and Campus Diaries are some of my absolute favourite series and books that I've ever read. So not liking one of her books does sadden me a little bit. But this book just didn't do it for me. First of all, I'm not normally a person who cares about whether a book is in first or third person. I tend to prefer third person POVs when I'm reading a fantasy book, but like, I can normally handle it if it isn't a romance book, but the way it was done in this book just felt a little bit off to me. And I just really wasn't the biggest fan, if I'm being completely honest. So yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of the third person aspect of it. And the book just felt very predictable, which yes is very common with romance books, and I don't normally care about predictability in books, but I felt like I knew what was going to happen at every single turn in this book. And I like to have a little bit of unpredictability in my books. Even though like romances are very predictable, I like them to have a little bit of something else in them. And then just like, I didn't really connect with the characters. I didn't really care about them. Like, Hayden and Brody were okay, but they weren't my favourite characters in the world. I kind of knew what was going to happen with them and everything like that. Just the plot was okay. The plot was semi-interesting. Like, this whole book follows Hayden basically has come back to Chicago because her dad's going through a messy divorce. She's helping him deal with it. She's trying to help him deal with it while he's going through this messy divorce. She bumps into Brody at a bar and she just wants a one-night stand, but then they keep bumping into each other because he is one of the players on her dad's hockey team, and obviously she's the owner's daughter, so they bump into each other. And I like spice in books, don't get me wrong. I love me a good spicy book. But there was just too much spice considering how short this book was. I feel like there was like around about 8 to 10 like spicy scenes in this book, and it's only 284 pages, which is fine. It's just I expect that from something like if I'm like going into a novella and I'm expecting it to be spicy, but with this one I just didn't expect to have so many spice scenes in such a short book. I normally don't care about that. I love a bit of spice in my books. A lot of my favourite books are spicy books. This one, it just felt a little bit off to me. So yeah, I just wasn't a big fan of the characters. The plot was okay. It was semi-interesting, but it wasn't the greatest plot on the planet. And I just think that this book is sadly a no from me. But this book is one of the I think this is the first book that Al Kennedy ever published, so it's not going to stand up the same as ones like the Off-Campus series and Briar U and stuff do, because those were ones that she published later, and as authors publish their books, their writing does tend to get better. So sadly this is a no from me, but maybe other people will enjoy it because it does have some okay reviews on Goodreads. But yeah, that is that book finished for this video, and let's pop it back on my shelves. So that is another book taken off of my physical TBR, which I am happy about, but I'm just sad that I didn't enjoy it as much as I hoped I would. But before I end this video, I want to just quickly show you guys my jumper. So I'm wearing my Heartless jumper from Literature Stitches. Heartless is one of my favourite books in the Chestnut Springs series, and I absolutely love this jumper. It has the book name on the front, and then I move my camera back a little bit. It has this design on the back, which is like just a bunch of symbols that like represent the book, if you can see that properly. If you can't, I will also insert a picture here of the back of the jumper and the front of it. It's just, honestly, it's so cute, and it's one of my favourite jumpers that I've ever owned, just because we all know I love Literature Stitches. It's my favourite place to get my Bookish merch from. But yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to the jumper because I haven't had a chance to wear it yet, because when I got it, it was way too hot to wear a jumper. So now I'm happy I can finally wear it. But that is it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed another bookshelf scavenger hunt. I'm thinking I want to try and do a one bookshelf scavenger hunt a month, just because I really enjoy these videos and it's a good way for me to get a reading vlog out, but I'm only reading one book. But yeah, no, that is it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment and subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you know when I upload. I upload every Wednesday at 5 PM with a sit down chatty video, and I upload every Saturday at 4 PM with a vlog. But that's it for this week. I will catch you guys next time.